Let me just show you guys how easy it is to slide this thing. Literally go like that. So that's one benefit of having a BMW is you don't need to use your turn signals. We just came across a mythical OBS find. We have to show you guys this thing. Real trucks don't shift themselves. It's not even a manual. That's what we get for making fun of that dude's SEMA truck. What up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Now, I think the most common question that I have gotten over you guys seeing my new 2024 BMW M3 competition is how much I bought it for, how much am I into it so far, my future plans for it. So today we're gonna go for a drive, go park, and pretty much go over everything about this car, everything that's done to the car, how much money that has been dumped into the car, shut up, and our future plans for the car. The most common question I got, because a lot of people might know, I drove this thing back from Motor Cars of Chicago. Everyone was talking about how these carbon bucket seats are like super uncomfortable for long drives, and I did a 22-hour drive. My answer to that question is as long as you're not over like 250 pounds. So as long as you're like under the average weight limit in America, you're just fine. The seats are pretty comfortable. I'm like 170 pounds. These seats feel great for me. So carbon buckets on an M3 are uncomfortable for you, maybe lose some weight. But something really great about this car that I have found out is like it's a very it's nice. It can be just some random chick could hop in this thing and have a good time, and it'll just drive like a normal vehicle. But you could change a couple settings around and it turns into like a driver's car. Like you could switch this thing to two-wheel drive on the fly and start ripping heaters. On the note of heaters, this thing actually does rip very good heaters and very good donuts to go along with it. You know what? Maybe we should just pull over and show you guys firsthand how good of heaters this thing rips. Now, I'm still learning. Configuration only possible with DCS off. Let me just show you guys how easy it is to slide this thing. Literally go like that. Obviously make sure there's no Mexican police. We got a KA band. As you can see, it's a very driver's friendly car. Swinging donuts is not that bad. Where is this cop at? We're on the run, boys, let's go!
That's a chipmunk.
Holy shit, Alvin!
Oh my god.
All right, damn near just annihilated a chipmunk here. There's a cop like very far behind us, but still behind us. We're going to drive extremely carefully. Now on the Trackhawk, a lot of you guys saw that, you know, when you buy certain cars, you unlock certain benefits with that car. Now, such as one benefit of driving this lovely car is when you buy a BMW M3, you just take the whole idea of blinkers and like letting people know what way you're going when you're making lane changes and things. You just completely throw that out the window. Don't need that anymore. So that's one benefit of having a BMW is you don't need to use your turn signals, and you can pretty much just drive like a complete jacket. We were going to our normal spot of warehouse and we just came across a mythical, holy shit, we just got here. We just came across a mythical OBS find. We have to show you guys this thing. Holy shit. Wow. Get out. We gotta look at this thing. Dude, look at this says it all. All right, we're just gonna go on a limb here. We're gonna read you every sticker on the back window. Fueled by recycled dinosaurs. Stacked, stay back, or turn black. Holy shit, this is so redneck. Real trucks don't shift themselves. Is it even a manual? It's not even a manual. Holy shit. Oh, what else we got on here? Jacket, don't tread on me. Dirty hands, clean money. All right, well, sorry to get off topic here, but I just had to show you guys this atrociously looking OBS. All right, well, now that we're done spotting SEMA trucks in the wild, dude, the front lip's gonna scrape like a bitch. I think it just ripped off. Let's get out. Oh, man. I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Fitting it on point.
That's one thing I hate about this car. This bitch way too low. That's what we get for making fun of that dude's SEMA truck. That's literally instant karma. Scrape the shit out of the carbon fiber splitter. I did end up getting the remote. So as a lot of people know, this car has a Valvetronic exhaust, and Valvetronic was nice enough to send me a remote for it because the dealership that I bought the car from, it was just a little too bit out of their budget to buy me a $70 remote after I gave them $105,000 for this car. A $70 remote was just a little too out of their budget after they probably made 15 grand on me. Valvetronic was nice enough to send us a remote. I don't know if I'm just not smart enough, but I could not get this thing to program to the exhaust for the life of me. Dude, what is this dude doing? This dude is up my ass.
What did he say?
All right, well, I completely dropped the Valvetronic remote, but anyways, I did not get the remote program, so Valvetronic was even more nice enough to just send me a whole new box and a whole new remote that's already programmed to itself, which is pretty much Valvetronic saying, here, look, we know you're stupid and don't know how to program this remote by yourself, so we're just gonna send you one set up. So shout out Valvetronic. Hopefully within like the next, whenever the hell this new remote box thing gets here, hopefully the exhaust will work just fine. But it does have like the $3,000 Valvetronic system, just doesn't have an exhaust remote to control it, and it is unfortunately stuck in quiet mode. So we just pulled up to my 65,000 square foot mansion. All right, well, the lip got cooked. But anyways, this is my 2024 BMW. It is a M3 competition X-Drive. The outside exterior color is what they call Brooklyn gray. It's like a cool cement gray, but if you catch it in the sun, it has like these crazy metallics to it. Super cool color, love the color. Now, when I initially bought the car, I paid $104,000 out the door for it. That was like taxes and everything. Which for what the car is, not too bad. The car had 1,500 miles on it when I bought it. To go over some of kind of the factory options, it's got like the laser projector, whatever the hell headlights. It's got carbon fiber roof. It has got the good M Sport, whatever the hell wheels, the good brake package. It's pretty much like a fully loaded car. And then when I got the car, it already came with the carbon fiber rear diffuser, the carbon fiber, it's like an add-on to the diffuser for the exhaust. So the whole like back section is carbon fiber. It came with the carbon fiber spoiler on the back. Now I have no idea what brand of carbon it is, but the dealership I bought it from told me it's like a nice brand. It's expensive carbon. Which you can tell it is nice carbon because the carbon here matches the carbon on the roof. We also got the carbon fiber side skirts. Now I was gonna do carbon fiber mirrors, but I ended up painting them instead. I think I'm gonna leave them like that. But as well, as you make your way to the front, we've got the carbon fiber grille inserts, as well as the carbon fiber nostrils, or whatever the hell they're called, as well as a carbon fiber front lip that now probably needs replaced because I just absolutely chooched the shit out of it. Now, as far as stuff that I have done to it since I got the car, the day I got back from Chicago, our boys over from Kick Rocks Tinting came through. They tinted the whole thing. Now, the tint setup on this thing is 35 on 20 on the sides and the back, so it's about 5% on the sides, and then we went with a 35% on the windshield. So, as you can see, you can't see anything inside this thing. It's per usual. Windows are smacked.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
After we got the tint all done, we took it to our boys over at Revamped Coatings. Now, we did a bunch of paint match and a bunch of PPF as well. So as far as the paint match goes, as you can see, these side reflectors from the factory, these come like orange. They look atrociously ugly. I was back and forth if I wanted to wrap those in carbon fiber or black, but ended up paint matching them and they turned out pretty well. As well as these ones on the rear bumper. As you can see, these have been paint matched as well. Now, turns out they ended up having to take the whole entire rear bumper off, just take that stupid reflector off. So probably would have been a lot cheaper to just wrap it, but looks good painted. Next up, on the paint match, for whatever reason, these things come from BMW. This part is gloss black on the M3 comp badge, and this is like a black textured plastic. Looks atrociously ugly. So we left the gloss black to kind of tie in with the other gloss black accents, and then paint match the black plastic, which kind of gives it a super subtle, nice look. Now, next up on the paint match, which is super controversial in the BMW world, but I personally haven't seen it done that much, nor am I a BMW enthusiast. I just like the car. But we took the caps off and had them paint matched. We left a lot of black here, so it'd kind of tie in with the black trim and the pretty much gloss black painted windows at this point. And then we painted or tinted this little side marker light. So it kind of ties the whole mirror in together, all flows really well, looks really good. Now, the main part that we paint matched that turned out oh so absolutely nasty is, as you can see, the taillights. Now, a lot of people were confused. These are the factory taillights off this car. So what Revamp did is they pulled the taillights out, obviously, and then they sprayed the whole thing, and I believe it's like a 60% tint. They sprayed the whole entire light with that, let it cure for a couple days, and then they oh so perfectly taped off this line where the LED strip goes, and then taped this back off as well right here. Now, the tape lines are absolutely perfect. Taillights turned out absolutely perfect. And then pretty much they lay out the paint lines over the black, where we want the black to shine through, and then they painted the paint match on top of it. Now, looks absolutely nasty. Couldn't be happier with how it turned out. So after we got all the paint match done, it revamped. We wanted to PPF a lot of it, so the whole front clip has PPF as well as the side skirts. Now, this whole job on the paint match and PPF was around $3,000, which the boys at Revamped hooked it up big time. So after we got it back from Revamped, brought it back to the shop, and we did the H&R lowering springs. Now, it went down about 1.25 inches in the rear and about 1.5 inches in the front, I believe. So it's not slammed by any means, but it has really good fitment. The lowering springs were about $500. And then, as well as that, we did the 10mm spacers on the rear and 12mm spacers in the front. Now, I have no idea what brand of spacers I bought. I bought the ones that were recommended to me on the forums. 100% was the biggest ripoff on spacers I have ever bought. I could buy like 5 sets of 3-inch spacers off Far From Stock for how much I paid for some 10 and 12mm BMW spacers. I'm not even gonna drop how much I spent on these spacers because it literally pains me to say, but just know that I got ripped off on them extremely hard, and I bought them off eBay, so literally some private seller just ripped my ass. Anyways, I lost track of thought. Anyways, it's got carbon fiber bucket seats, which is pretty cool. They're blue and green, and yeah, pretty rare spec, pretty sick car. Now for the future, my biggest plan right now, the only thing I have in my mind on this thing is to get the Valvetronic exhaust remote and controller. I just am dying to hear this thing and like actually sound good. And then as soon as the exhaust valves are opened up and it actually sounds like it somewhat moves out of its own way, I'm sure I'll get bored in a week and probably order downpipes and tune for it. So, well, I mean, we're gonna go to Mexico and race and hit a big bump, and somehow the downpipes might fall out for some different ones. And Jimmy from Canada might write me some tunes for it. That's not how you say it, Canada. But after that, I really want to do downpipe and tune on it, make some actual like big power, as well as the stock wheels on this car actually do look really good. But I do want to do some polished wheels. I don't know what size, like I said. I am not a BMW enthusiast. I know I do wheels for a living, but I have absolutely no idea when it comes to car wheels. I do truck wheels. So we're going to get some wheels on this thing. Probably some 2616s. Probably some nice like polished wheels, or I thought about bronze, but I think bronze looks extremely ricey if you don't do it right. So it has to be like the perfect application for bronze. But I'm thinking like a polished and black, or even like a carbon fiber lip with a polished face would look sick for wheel wise. And then by the time I get wheels on this thing, I'll probably get extremely bored of the downpipes and tune, and maybe we just go big single turbo on this thing. But Like I've said for probably the 15th time, I am not a BMW enthusiast. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this car. I just like the car. So put down in the comments below, if you are a BMW enthusiast, what you would recommend me doing to this car, because frankly, I have no idea. One thing I do want to do to this car though, while we're on this topic, is they make like a yellow headlight, the DRL and the headlight yellow. I do want to do that. Definitely need to order a new front splitter because this one's damn near totaled at this point. And then wheels, downpipe tune, maybe big turbo in the future. But like I said, let me know down below what you guys want to see of this car. Thanks for watching.